I'm Sharon Betters, and this is the Daily Treasure podcast produced by Mark Inc. Ministries. And today's devotional is called An Old Lady's Poem. And some of you might be very familiar with this poem, but every time I read it, it just gets to my heart. So I pray that this devotional will get to your heart as well. Today's treasure is 1 Peter 5:8. But if anyone does not provide for his relatives, and especially for members of his household, he is denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. One of the most popular posts on my old blog was An Old Lady's Poem. My mother-in-law's physical ailments forced us to confront the ravages of aging, as she has spent time in nursing homes after repeated falls. She is a stubborn, strong woman who refused to surrender her home and live with one of her children or even to downsize. And so we continue to try to make her comfortable and safe in her own home. She falls more frequently, and those visits to the nursing home are painful. A stark reminder that even if our good genes and the jars of anti-wrinkle cream protect our faces from the marks of aging, our bodies will one day wear out. The hallways are filled with elderly people who remind us sometimes our minds will surrender to the toxins of life and break down as well. I cry every time I leave Chuck's mom at the rehab center. So often I look into her eyes and remember the beautiful young woman Chuck introduced to me over 40 years ago. We are only one family in the line of millions of others who, facing the same circumstances, need to know she is in good hands, that the caregivers see beyond the wrinkles and the helplessness. The calling of elder care is priceless to families who cannot care for their family members by themselves. We learn to recognize those who care deeply and handle her with respect and compassion. We cannot adequately thank them for their tenderness. Those are the ones who don't need to read this poem that a friend sent to me many years ago. Whether you're involved in elder care or not, there may be someone who needs a special, tender touch from you, someone to remember the value of his or her life. I cannot express the heart of an elderly woman any better than this anonymous author. An Old Lady's Poem. The background for this poem, according to my source, was that when an old lady died in the geriatric ward of a small hospital near Dundee, Scotland, it was felt that she had nothing left of any value. Later, when the nurses were going through her meager possessions, they found this poem. Its quality and content so impressed the staff that copies were made and distributed to every nurse in the hospital. One nurse took her copy to Ireland. The old lady's sole bequest to posterity has since appeared in the Christmas edition of the news magazine of the North Ireland Association for Mental Health. And now, this little old Scottish lady, with nothing left to give to the world, is the author of this simple yet eloquent poem traveling the world by internet. This goes to show that we all leave some footprints in time. What do you see, nurses? What do you see? What are you thinking when you're looking at me? A crabby old woman, not very wise, uncertain of habit with faraway eyes, who dribbles her food and makes no reply when you say in a loud voice, "I do wish you'd try," who seems not to notice the things that you do and forever is losing a stocking or shoe, who, resisting or not, lets you do as you will, with bathing and feeding, the long day to fill. Is that what you're thinking? Is that what you see? Then open your eyes, nurse. You're not looking at me. I'll tell you who I am as I sit here so still. As I do at your bidding, as I eat at your will, I'm a small child of 10 with a father and mother, brothers and sisters who love one another. A young girl of 16 with wings on her feet, dreaming that soon now a lover she'll meet. A bride soon at 20, my heart gives a leap, remembering the vows that I promised to keep. At 25 now, I have young of my own who need me to guide and a secure, happy home. A woman of 30, my young now grown fast, bound to each other with ties that should last. At 40, my young sons have grown and are gone, but my man's beside me to see I don't mourn. At 50, once more babies play around my knee. Again, we know children, my loved one and me. Dark days are upon me. My husband is dead. I look at the future. I shudder with dread. For my young are all rearing young of their own, And I think of the years and the love that I've known. I'm now an old woman, and nature is cruel. But inside this old carcass, a young girl still dwells, and now and again my battered heart swells. I remember the joys, I remember the pain, and I'm loving and living life over again. I think of the years, all too soon gone too fast, and accept this dark fact that nothing can last. So open your eyes, nurses, open and see. Not a crabby old woman. Look closer. See me. 'Tis jest to make old age look like a fool. The body it crumbles, grace and vigor depart. There is now a stone where I once had a heart. It's kind of sad, isn't it, to read something like that? I know it's sad for me, and it certainly opens up my eyes and heart to remember that each older person I meet has a story, has a past. And you know what? I'm an older person now. I don't know what the future holds, but it's my heart's desire that whoever cares for me, if I need that care, will see me, will see the real me. Hey friends, it's always overwhelming to me to think about the many, many people who are being touched by the resources that our Lord is creating through the gifts of our team. It just blows my mind. A few years ago, we started Ask Dr. Betters, and this is a platform on YouTube where Chuck answers hard questions about suffering. And we have been blown away by the response to this platform. So blown away that we have added our son Chuck to help answer the questions so that we can give more to people who are hungry for truth. Chuck is joining us for the fall, and he is going to be answering questions along with his father. Questions that are hard, questions about suffering, questions answered in the way a pastor would answer them. You can go to YouTube and look for Ask Dr. Betters, where you can access these resources. Better yet, subscribe. We have been blown away, as I've said, by the way God is taking this little platform around the world. We expect this year alone that we will have over 800,000 points of touch with our subscribers and with people who just stumble on this resource. Our resources will be viewed over 800,000 times on this platform alone. That doesn't include Daily Treasure or anything else. I mean, just think about it, friends. The way that God is multiplying the work of his people. And you know what? You are part of that. You are part of that when you pray. You are part of that when you give. And so check it out. Ask Dr. Betters, subscribe, and share with your friends what's happening at Mark Inc. Ministries. I'm Sharon Betters. Thanks so much for joining us, and I look forward to being with you tomorrow.